Howdy everybody, Chris here. We are back in the garage. We're doing a DIY repair today. This information that I give you in this video, you're going to be able to use to repair a small area on your vehicle. The repair I'm going to share with you today you can do with minimal tools and even with an aerosol paint and an aerosol clear coat, so you don't have to have a compressor or even a paint gun. For me, I'll be using a compressor and a paint gun today, but let's get in the garage and make some noise.
So if you look down here at the bottom of this door, that corner has been folded under. Now, we don't want to repaint this entire door. We want to just repair this, and we're going to break it off at this body line here, and we're just going to paint from here down. And I'm going to show you how we can do it so you can't even tell. First thing we need to do though is straighten this door out, this door edge. Let's open it up a little bit and get a better look at it. If you see right here, it's just folded under. Just fold it under a little bit. So I think we can easily straighten that. I'm going to get a rubber hammer in there, pound that out a little bit. We're going to have to use a little bit of filler. See if we can get that door straightened out. All right, we got a couple hammers here, a rubber hammer and then a regular hammer. We'll see if we can just tap this edge right here, bend this down without doing any damage to the inside of the door. I'm going to put a little pressure on here, pull this, and then just kind of tap this down. Well, that looks pretty straight to me there. I got the Stolly right here. We'll just put it in here. There we go. That's good. Now all we need to do, we'll have to grind this down, put a little bit of filler in there, and then I'll show you how we prep this out. Prime it, prep it out, roll this edge so we can blend and keep this repair as small as possible. Let's shut this. Make sure it looks good, lines up good. Everything lines up good. All right, we are going to sand this back a little bit with 80 grit because we're going to put a little filler over the edge of this paint. Because you can put filler over properly sanded paint. We're going to use 80 grit so that filler will grab to it. Just keeps us from having to feather this edge out farther because we want to keep it as small as possible. Sand this a little bit around this edge. 80 grit sandpaper. That's it. Now we'll clean it up with some isopropyl alcohol. A little isopropyl alcohol, wipe it down. Now we'll just mix up a little bit of filler. So I fold it in. I try to avoid stirring it because that'll introduce air. Press it out. There, now it's all one uniform color, no streaks. We're just going to run over this with the DA really quickly with the 80 grit just to knock down the edges, and then we'll block it a little bit. All right, now I'm gonna get a block, get it straightened out with 80, block over it with some 180, and then we'll be able to mix up some 2K primer to spray over it. Really simple, small spot. We're keeping everything below this body line right there. So 80 grit. Hold it flat, block in different directions, like a crosshatch pattern. All right, now we're going to switch over to 180 to refine those 80 grit scratches. All right, feel over it. Feels good. I just got some 320 just to make these scratches a little bit finer. All right, I'm just gonna sand around this area with a little 600. We gotta sand all this with 600 for the clear coat, so when we blend the color, we can spray clear coat over it and it will adhere properly. Now we're ready for some primer. Okay, we got some primer mixed up. We're using the Intercraft Drizzle D1 2K urethane primer. This is upol 2253V. It mixes up 4 to 1 to 1, 4 parts primer, 1 part activator, 1 part urethane reducer. We're just going to use really low air pressure and just put a couple coats on this. Feather the trigger a little bit. All right, got 1 coat on there. We'll let that flash off and then we'll put another coat on. Okay, primer's now dry. Let's go ahead and finish this up, get it painted. First thing we want to do is block it with 320. So I've got a little block here with some 320 grit sandpaper on it. I don't need any guide coat. This is straight, small spot. 320 grit. And then we'll go over this with 600 to refine those scratches before we paint. Going all different directions, right? I'm not going right up to the edge of that, just where the primer is. I'm going to run over a 600. I don't want a 600 right up to that body line. We'll hand sand up to there. So I'm going to go over the primer area too. This is a 1500 grit scuff pad. I'm just going to scuff this edge. And even if we're going just right up to the peak of that edge. Right up to the peak, maybe a little bit past. Just like that, right? Because a little buffing's going to take care of that. Those fine scratches. Because we're going to clear right up to this peak. But we're going to use a little tape so we have a soft edge. I'll show you how we do that. I won't use the foam tape here. I'll use just regular masking tape. All right, got some isopropyl in here. This is 70%. I got a little chip here. I'm going to put a little bit of this UV spot putty in here just to clean that up. Got this ultraviolet light. We'll just cure it with this. Wash it down real quick. Now I'll just tape this up. I'm going to tape this down to the door.
So this is a particular repair for this door, for this edge, but you can use this same process when you're repairing your own vehicle, whether it be a dent in the front of your fender or a dent on the edge of your quarter panel or a rust spot. This same process can be used to repair and paint it. Now I would recommend that you use body lines to break off the clear coat. If you don't want to clear an entire panel, fenders are easy to clear. So if you got a whole fender, I would recommend that you just clear that. But if you've got like the edge of, your quarter panel and you want to repair it, use your body lines to break off the clear like I'm doing here. Now I'm going to show you how to create a soft edge on this body line after we get this all taped up. But this repair is not just for this specific vehicle, this specific door. You can use this in multiple occasions on different areas of your vehicle. Now on certain occasions you won't have a body line that you can break off the clear coat, so you would do an open blend in those areas. Like if you have a bumper cover that has a scratch down low, you just want to repair that scratch, you can just blend the clear coat and then you wash it in with some reducer to help it melt into the rest of the paint. And I've got a whole video series on how to blend clear coat, and you can find that in my playlist on the channel, so check those out.
All right, I'm going to create a soft edge for right there, because we're going to clear up to here. So let me show you how we do that. I just take a piece of regular 3/4 inch tape. I'll just get a section of it. Now, a lot of guys will do this. Some guys do this a little bit differently, but all I do is you can run it on your leg or whatever, but I just fold it over like that in half, and then I just run my finger down it carefully and create half sticky, a half soft edge of tape. So right there, see that? You got a sticky side, and then you got a folded over side, and that's what's going to create that soft edge. It's going to create like a little flap. Let me show you. So we're going to lay it right on this body line, on the peak. The edge of tape is going to be right on the peak. Now when we go to clear, there's a little flap here. See how it lifts up? I think some people call it lift tape, but now clear will blow under there. We got the paint here, Nason Paint PXR. This is just a metallic black for that van. We're just going to mix it up 2 to 1. 2 parts paint, 1 part urethane reducer. I'm just going to use the Inograph Drizzle Pro. FC710 spot panel clear, dries really quickly. We'll just do 2 coats, kind of wet on wet, like a minute or 2 in between. That's all we'll need. Let's go spray our base. Wipe it down with a little bit more isopropyl alcohol. I'm going to have very low air pressure and very low fluid, 7 psi, and I'm not pulling the trigger all the way. Just one coat, let it flash off. It's nice and smooth. You want it to be smooth. 7 psi, 1.5 turns out on the fluid volume. The fan's wide open on it. Let's put another coat on. Make sure underneath it's good. Color's not going to be a problem here, so we just blend it out. I think it's covered. Let's get a light, check it out. All right, we'll put one more coat on. No, see, it's not covered in there. Can you see that? Right in this edge. I noticed something here. My tape line's crooked. It's way above because I didn't have enough light. So let me do another piece of tape here. All right, that is now much better. All right, let's clear it. We're just doing wet on wet. All right, we'll let it flash off for just a minute or so. That's it. Nice and glossy. You don't see a bunch of overspray. We're going to open this garage up in just a second. I'm going to pull this. Now, we'll just buff that little edge right there, right on that peak. Just a light buff, and it'll be good. This will be repaired. Let's let this set up. We'll buff this. Actually, we're going to let it set up. We're going to put it out in the sun. And then we'll be able to buff this today. I'm going to give it about 3 hours. We'll run a buffer over it. This thing will be ready to go. There you go. It's not absolutely perfect, but it's something that you can do at home. Clean up your vehicle, do a little bit of a repair, and save you some money. So I hope you found this information helpful. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. Definitely leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the video and what project you're working on. Appreciate each and every one of you watching, and we'll see you on the next episode of Garage Noise.